All right, guys, just had one come in for a convenience store. It came in as it is 90 degrees in the store and our candy's melting. Please hurry. So let's go see why this candy's melting. All right, this unit's not running. This one's not running. So we got two not running. This one is. This one does, that one there does the back room. These two do the main store. So let's dig into them one at a time. All right, this one we got 3 flashes. HPS 1 compressor lockout. So it's a high pressure switch lockout. So let's see why. All right, I've reset it to see what actually it's gonna do. And while I'm resetting it, let me take a look up here at this unit. See why this one's not running. All right, this one we have 7 flashes, which corresponds to freestat compressor lockout. All right, we'll reset this one. All right, we'll give that one a couple minutes to come on too. This fan seems kind of tight. I might have a burn up fan here. Just wait for it to time out. Filters are clean. Oil is clean-ish. Ductwork is filthy. All right, this one just came back on and the fan didn't start. Burn up motor. I got it running, but chances are it's gonna stop again. I'll have to see if I got one on the truck. Half horse, 1090 RPM, 208, 230. I should have something that'll work. Still waiting on this guy to time out. The fan came on, but it's still in its 5-minute, what is it? What do they call it? Yeah, control waiting, ASCD. Well, I thought the fan came on. The fan did come on. It's not running now. There it comes. That was weird. Maybe that's why it went off on freestat. Something's going on with the fan. Unless they're down there dicking with the thermostat, this thing should have timed out by now. This contactor's got a pretty hefty buzz to it. Looks like something shorted out at one point. All those plugs are burned up. Every one of them was. That looks real corroded for some reason. Come on, baby, time out for me. I wonder if it went to start, something happened, and it stopped. and restarted its 5 minutes. Give it a couple more minutes. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. This one back here is running. I'll put a motor in it because it's running for now. I want to see what the deal is with this guy. Yeah, something certainly is weird going on. I think it flashed 7 flashes. The blower stopped. It flashed 7 flashes. The compressor did not start. And then it went right back into its 5-minute delay again. This one's acting weird. All right, I think we got a shorted contactor here. This looks like crap, but I'm pretty sure we got a shorted contactor here because I tried to jump it out myself. I tried to go right from R to the compressor contactor, bypassing the safeties, and that's when it cut out. So I'm pretty sure we got a shorted contactor here. Still weird how it flashed us. It flashed when I first got here 7 flashes. I know it said 7 flashes, but I'm gonna pull this contactor out of there. I'm gonna pull the coil wires off of it for starters. We'll check it again. All right, before I pull the coil wires off of there and test, let me show you guys. I got this black wire right here is going right to the compressor contactor. I have my amp probe on the transformer wire. So let's go ahead and jump that out and see what happens. See that? See that spike in the amp draw? That means we got a short, either in the contactor or in the wire. So let's pull the coil wire off. We'll make sure that's safe, and let's try it again. All right, now we got the coil pulled. Let's try it again. All right, yep, we got a bad contactor. Let's go grab a 3-pole contactor off the truck. We'll get that replaced. This sucks. The only 3-pole contactor I have is a 120 volt coil. So I'm gonna use a 2-pole. I'm gonna use a 2-pole and then just have to wire nut 2 of the legs together maybe. I'm gonna have to improvise here. All right, let's go see what we can do. See, what sucks about this is where my main power comes in at. All the supply houses are closed. It's 5:30 on a Friday. Actually, it might be closer to 6 now. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I can move my power wires over to this contactor. Hold on now. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to swap these 2 contactors around. This is my blower contactor. I'm going to swap these 2 contactors around, and then I'm going to put my single pole on this one. So I only have to break 1 leg. See how there's a lot going on this one? This middle one right here is only a 1 leg to 1 leg. So I can wire nut those 2 together and still use my 2-pole here. So that's what I'm gonna do. This contactor is gonna move over to here, and then my 2-pole is going to go here. Okay, that's what I did. I took that 3-pole out of there and put this one in its place. Everything's lined up except the middle phase which is now, I left the connectors on there and just connected them together and then taped it, because this is temporary. I'm just doing this to get them some cooling for the weekend. And now we're gonna pull this contactor off and put the 3-pole one in its place. Wherever the heck I put that, it's right here. And then we're gonna actually get 2 3-pole contactors, because this one has burnt spots on it too. I made sure the lugs came out, because it looks like, I don't know how that happened, but it did. But they do come in and out, so I can use this as my compressor contactor, and this will get them by. All right, I got this contactor put over here now. You guys can give me shit if you want to. I had to do what I had to do to get this store back some air conditioning. So I'm about to turn this thing on now and see how it works. I got this guy up here. This is my temporary motor. 1/3, 1/6. It might have to be this guy to get us by. I do have this one down here, but this one's brand new. And this is only just going to be a temporary fix. And I keep this one around for temporary situations. So I'm thinking it might be this guy. She's 1075 RPM. The only thing different is the horsepower. The only thing different is the horsepower. It's a little light on the horsepower, but I think it can get us through Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. We can come back Monday and throw a new motor on it. Well, it came on. It's still got that buzz to it, but it's on. We're rejecting big time heat. If it's 90 in that store, then we're gonna reject some heat. We're gonna put this panel back on. I'd really love to just leave this and let it be, but I know it's gonna fail as soon as it shuts off and then goes to shut, come back on, you already know it's not gonna come on, so. Let's change it out. The reason why I didn't check the capacitor right away is because you can see how tight that motor is. So, pretty sure we got a bad motor. But you know what? Let me just check. That capacitor doesn't even look old. We're gonna check the cap anyway, just to be on the safe side. And the reason why I'm not putting a brand new universal in there is because I want to go back with the OEM motor for this. I'd always like to go back OEM whenever possible. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to get them by with a universal one that I have as a spare, and we're going to go back with the OEM. We're just trying to get them through the weekend here. All right, this capacitor is weak, but I believe that that's enough to start that motor. 6.7 alpha 7.5, that's weak, don't get me wrong. We're going to put a new capacitor on it too, but that's not the reason we're not working. It's that motor for sure. You see all the oil's leaked out of this thing, and it is freaking hot. I can't even touch it, it's so hot. All right guys, I'm showing you this because I'm keeping it real. We got to do what we got to do sometimes to get this customer by. This motor here doesn't work with this bracket, so my wires for the weekend are going to be exposed. I'm gonna zip tie them up to here. I'm gonna zip tie them up to here and keep them tight, but that's what it's going to be. These wires are going to be hanging out of here. This is going to be like that for a couple days. We got to do what we got to do to get these customers air conditioning sometimes. You know, I'm going to put these acorn nuts right on here so I have them for when I come back. And also, I'm putting this plug, I'm going to splice back into the wiring when I come back. I'm going to leave this plug here, and I'm going to leave that bracket there so I can put this back as original as possible when I get back. You know, sometimes it's not always pretty what we do, but we got to get these customers air conditioning sometimes. And this guy, you know, it sounds funny to you and me, my candy's melting, you know. Okay, well, that's a real issue to this store. That's real stuff. And not only is his candy melting, his refrigeration equipment is also going down. His self-contained refrigeration equipment, it's so warm in there, the self-contained refrigeration equipment isn't keeping up. So, you know, this is a real issue for this place. So we got to get them by. So you guys can talk shit if you want, but I got to get my customers some air conditioning. All right, let's get this baby turned on and see how it runs. All right, now this guy's off and running. Let's check on this one. This one's still running too. Perfect. Now our customer has temporary space cooling, and we can save their candy until Monday. All right, guys, that's what you got to do to get a customer by. I just went inside there. Space is already down to 80 degrees. Feels pretty good. It felt really good going in there from outside. So, but that's what we got to do to get our customers by sometimes. You know, 8 o'clock, it's 7:58. So when I got here, it was about 6:30. So we got to do what we got to do sometimes to get our customers by. We use the parts that we have on our truck. If you keep a good stock of parts, you should be able to get something in there to get them by and make it run safely until you can get back and get the correct parts in. And that's what we did. The customer's very happy. The employees are very happy right now. So they'll be even happier when we come back Monday or Tuesday with the correct parts and put the stuff on and bring those units back to the way they're supposed to be. But all right, guys, hopefully nothing else comes in tonight. I'm on call all weekend, and we got another 90-degree day tomorrow. So hopefully I can get a little bit of break. But I'm headed home now, guys. All right, thanks for watching.